我相信恁真侪人捌我，但是你唔敢舉手。
I believe also some of you may not know me, but you are afraid to raise your hands.
今仔早起我愛甲咱大家在嗰人分享嘅信息，就是後壁嘅看嘅態度。
This morning, the message that I want to share with you is the intercessory prayer of Abraham.
什麼是態度呢？
What do we mean by intercession?
態度原來嘅意思就是代表別人來揾君王獻上天願事。
The original meaning of intercession is a heavy petition to the king on behalf of others.
其實態度做啲簡單嘅解釋。
Intercession simplest explanation.
就是為咗別人嚟祈禱及代替別人嚟祈求。
Is to pray for others or request prayer for others.
代禱嘅代求嘅祈禱是捨己嘅祈禱，唔是自我嘅祈禱。
The prayer of intercession is self-sacrificing prayer and not for our own sake.
因當一個信徒為咗別人嚟代禱嘅時陣，
Because when a believer prays for others,
原來是為佢個人嘅需要。
he forgets his own personal needs.
是將伊嘅信心及祈禱嘅注意力傳播集中喺別人嘅身邊。
And his faith and prayers are concentrated on others.
唔望別人會通知到上帝赦免拯救、保護、恩典及祝福。
Hoping that others might receive God's forgiveness, salvation, protection, grace, and blessings.
代禱嘅人就是調停嘅中間人。
Intercessors are also mediators.
伊是徛喺別人及全能嘅上帝中間。
They stand in between man and the Almighty God
按照上帝旨意來為着別人來代求。
and intercede for others in accordance with the will of God.
代禱嘅工作是喺舊約嘅時陣就屬於祭司。
In the Old Testament times, intercession is designated to the priest.
但是到了新約，因為咱每一個信徒攏正做了祭司，
But in the New Testament, because all the believers have become priests,
所以咱就有一群嘅英語，參與着別人來到至高者面前來代禱。
therefore we had this honor to come to the presence of the Most High and pray on behalf of others.
咱做祭司，正是為着咱，唔是由咱家己來選擇嘅。
It is not our choice that we become priests,
咱乃是受着上帝所委任及所膏抹的。
but we are rather anointed and appointed by God.
這是每一個基督徒神聖嘅義務及寶貴嘅約權。
This is the sacred duty and precious privileges of a Christian.
我相信真濟基督徒攏知影要祈禱，而且佫真有祈禱。
I believe many Christians know that they need to pray, and some even prays very well.
但是因約會有啲要替別人來祈禱。
But they don't know how to pray for others.
有時陣當一個人咧灰心一志，
Sometimes when a person gets disheartened
還是咧傷心及痛苦下面，
or is in a sad and a painful situation,
伊無咧通為着家己來祈禱。
he doesn't have the strength to pray for himself.
這時陣，這主有人願意為伊來代禱。
This time, if someone is willing to pray for that person,
代禱嘅聲音參款後會進入上帝意空中，
the voice of intercession will also be heard by God,
也會按照伊家己嘅旨意來成就。
and he will fulfill it according to his own will.
因為代禱嘅力量是非常大，
Because the prayer of intercession is very great.
所以真濟時陣，咱不但應該為着別人來代禱，
Therefore, many times not only do we need to pray for others,
咱也真需要別人為着咱來代禱。
we also need others to pray for us.
今仔日我哋對創世記18章內面來學習代禱嘅功課。
Today we are going to learn the lesson of intercession from Genesis chapter 18.
因為後邊漢為了所羅馬城來代禱，有留咗一個真水功課，當互咱來學習。
Because when Abraham interceded for the city of Sodom, it left a great lesson for us to learn.
什麼功課呢？
What lesson is this?
就是你對懷上帝已經決定要對別的歹人來祈禱。
It is when he prayed for the wicked people who God was destined to destroy.
而且伊嘅祈禱真特別，
And his prayer was very unique.
就親像甲上帝咧做生理狀況，伊也咧討價還價。
It's just like doing business with God where he bargained with him.
于是，咱来思想，为什么亚伯拉罕会为着所罗马城来带动？
This time I want us to ponder why Abraham wanted to intercede for Sodom.
头一个原因就是因为亚伯拉罕先知了上帝要毁灭所罗马城的启示。
First reason is because Abraham first received the revelation of God in destroying Sodom.
伫创世纪18章内面有甲咱讲，
In Genesis chapter 18, it tells us
上帝差派了3个使者去找亚伯拉罕。
that God sent 3 angels to Abraham.
伫10节安尼讲，
In verse 10 it says,
3个人中间有一个人讲，我明仔日这个时阵，我大概要倒去倒来你遮，你的妻子撒列这个生一个人啊。
Then one of them said, I will return to you at the appointed time next year, and Sarah will have a son.
然後第16節嘅英文則講，
Then in verse 16a it said,
3個人就對遐起行，往所羅馬觀看。
when the men yet got up to leave, they looked down toward Sodom.
而且講到3個人往所羅馬觀看。
What was said here, the men looked down toward Sodom?
這句話暗示上帝要探訪亞伯拉罕，
It is that God visited Abraham.
除了要往伊甲伊妻子撒列報告好消息以外，
Aside from telling Abraham and his wife Sarah the good news,
也閣有一個目的，就是要毀滅所羅馬城。
there's another purpose. It was to destroy the city of Sodom.
咱伫16節嘅下半則講到亞伯拉罕也甲因同行，咧爭因一程。
In verse 16, we could see that Abraham walked along with them to see them on their way.
表示亞伯拉罕心內已經有了到上帝要對所羅馬城有所行動。
It proves that Abraham sensed that God was about to take action on Sodom.
所以伊一直甲伊同行，
Therefore, he continued to walk with them.
目的是愛知影上帝對所羅馬城所定落嘅旨意是啥物。
His purpose was to know what God's will is for Sodom.
因為只有一個甲上帝同行嘅人，
Because only a man that walks with God
才會通對上帝旨意有真清楚嘅明白，
could have a clear understanding with the will of God.
而且要爭因一程一句話。
These words, to see them on their way.
上面講出亞伯拉罕甲上帝有真親密嘅關係，
On one hand, states that Abraham has a close relationship with God.
親像唔甘離開嘅關係。
It's as if a matter that not wanting to be separated from him.
其實對普通嘅朋友嚟講，
In fact, for ordinary friends,
咱通常只有爭伊到門口，
we only send them at the front door.
但是對交情真深入嘅朋友，咱就會愛繼續甲伊同行。
But as best of friends, we would like to continue to walk with them.
因為這方面也是表示一定愛知影關於所羅馬城嘅代志。
On the other hand, we wanted to know the things concerning Sodom.
莫怪伫第20節到21節安尼講，
No wonder
其實莫怪第17節耶和華講，我要做代志，點通換叫亞伯拉罕？
No wonder in verse 17 the Lord said, Shall I hide from Abraham what I am about to do?
結果第20到21節，
And in verses 20 to 21,
上帝就真坦白來向亞伯拉罕啟示。
God frankly revealed it to Abraham.
耶和華講：所羅馬甲蛾魔了嘅罪惡真重，已經無法聽見。
The outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is so great that their sin is so grievous.
我現在要落去察看因所行的，可憐真親像去達到我耳講中的聲音，暫緩嘛。若是無，我就較知影。
That I will go down and see if what they have done is as bad as the outcry that has reached me. If not, I will know.
亞伯拉罕所以為了所羅馬城來帶到的第二原因，
The second reason why Abraham would intercede for Sodom,
就是因為親近上帝的公義。
because he was convinced of God's righteousness.
當上帝將伊要毀滅所羅馬城的心意啟示予亞伯拉罕知影了後，
When God revealed to Abraham his will in destroying the city of Sodom,
亞伯拉罕就立點為了所羅馬來代求。
Abraham immediately prayed for the city of Sodom.
第22到 30度。
In verses 22 to 23, it said,
两人转身离开遐往所多玛去，但阿伯罕又弯向耶和华的面前。
The men turned away and went toward Sodom, but Abraham remained standing before the Lord.
阿伯罕真正来讲，无论好歹，你拢要践业嘛。
Then Abraham approached him and said, Will you sweep away the righteous with the wicked?
为什么阿伯罕会问上帝讲，无论好歹，你拢要照业嘛？
Why did Abraham ask God, Will you sweep away the righteous with the wicked?
伊即句的意思就是讲，
Because the meaning of these words,
你若要将所有所多玛城的好人甲歹人暂时照业嘛。
is it that you will destroy the good together with the wicked people of Sodom?
阿伯罕一时所关心的，那是上帝的荣耀。
Abraham concerned about is the glory of God.
伊深知上帝是一个公义的上帝。
He is convinced that God is a God of justice.
在做上帝要刑罚歹人的时阵，
When God is to punish the wicked,
那是念义人啊，同时刑罚。
if ever he would punish even the righteous,
啊，你上帝就唔是一个公义的上帝。
then God wouldn't be a God of justice.
你拿红书1:31章讲，
Because in Nahum chapter 1 verse 3 said,
耶和华无轻快发手机，我有能力，万无以有罪为无罪。
The Lord is slow to anger but great in power. The Lord will not leave the guilty unpunished.
既然上帝万无以有罪为无罪，
Since God will not let the wicked go unpunished,
伊当然也绝袂为以有无罪变做有罪。
He certainly will not treat the innocent as sinful.
所以无管所多玛城的罪恶有偌大，
Therefore, no matter how big the sin of the city of Sodom is,
上帝也绝对袂为念怀伫内面的义人甲暂时甲灭绝。
God will definitely not destroy the innocent inside that city.
我关于说，阿伯罕甲大胆为着所多玛城来带到，
No wonder Abraham dared to intercede for Sodom.
咱看到伊第24到25节继续往上来讲。
We can see that he continued telling God in verses 24 to 25.
这是迄个城有无罪义人，你也要照灭迄个所在吗？无为着城内这50个义人赦免其中的人嘛？
What if there are 50 righteous people in the city? Will you really sweep it away and not spare the place for the sake of the 50 righteous people in it?
将义人甲歹人同杀，将义人甲歹人同款对待，这决定当毋是你所行的。审判全队主啊，你敢无行公义嘛？
Far it be from you to do such a thing, to kill the righteous with the wicked, treating the righteous and the wicked alike. Far it be from you, will not the judge of all earth do right?
最后，上帝伫32节的下半节，亲自答应阿伯罕讲。
Lastly, God in verse 32b approved him, saying,
为这个10个缘故，我也袂毁灭这个城。
For the sake of 10, I will not destroy it.
阿伯罕所以为着所多玛城来带到的第三个原因，
The third reason why Abraham would intercede for the city of Sodom,
就是伊充满着正心甲怜悯人的心。
because he has a heart that's full of love and compassion.
但是我相信，可能有人会误会，
But I believe some of you may have misunderstood.
阿伯罕只不过是关于到伊个徛伫所多玛城内面的孙啊罗德。
Abraham is just concerned about his nephew Lot, who lived inside the city of Sodom.
所以才会伫上帝面前为着所多玛城来带到。
That he prayed for Sodom in the presence of God.
其实毋是，
But in fact, it is not so.
因为伫24节问上帝讲。
Because in verse 24, he asked God, saying,
这所个城内面50个义人，你也要照灭迄个城的所在吗？无为着城内面这50个义人赦免其中的人嘛？
What if there are 50 righteous people in the city? Will you really sweep it away and not spare the place for the sake of the 50 righteous people in it?
可见伊并毋是为着罗德来求情，
Evidently, he didn't ask for mercy only for Lot.
伊是为着整个所多玛城的人来祈祷。
but instead he prayed for the entire people of Sodom.
因为罗家嘅家庭只有伊妻子甲家庭嘅查某囝4个人尔。
Because Lot's family only composed of himself, his wife, and his 2 daughters, the 4 of them.
一个人若只听伊家己家内人，
A man who only loves his own household
只为着因来带到有啥物通伟大呢？
and only prays for them, what's so great about that?
有啥物通了不起呢？
What's so wonderful about that?
主耶稣伫马太福音5章46节讲。
Jesus in Matthew 5:46 said,
你若单单听迄个听你的人，有啥物想事呢？就是水里良知，也无是爱你行嘛。
If you love those who love you, what reward will you get? Are not even the tax collectors doing that?
咱乃是应该照着主伫马太福音5章44节所讲的来做。
We must do what the Lord said in Matthew 5:44.
只是我甲恁讲，要听恁的受逼，为着迄个逼恁的祈祷。
But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you.
是的，一个真正有听心的人。
Indeed, a person that truly has the heart of love for people.
唔是只为着伊所听的人来带动，
He doesn't only pray for those that he loves.
你是应该为着其他所有的人来带动。
He also prayed for all the people as well.
所以彼得描述1章7节下半节讲，
Therefore, 2 Peter 1:7b said,
有了听兄弟的心，佮着加上听真人的心。
and brotherly affection with love for everyone.
现在我爱咱再来思想，
Right now, I want us to continue to ponder.
啊，当喺伫上帝面前为着所罗马城来带队时阵，存着什么款的态度？
When Abraham interceded for Sodom before God's presence, what kind of attitude did he have in praying?
开先就是存着谦卑的态度。
The first is having an attitude of humility.
啊，当然咱并无因为上帝将当作是朋友，就变做真大胆甲低调哦。
Abraham didn't become daring and proud just because God treated him as a friend.
因为是谦卑卑伫上帝面前，追祈求上帝对伊的怜悯。
Instead, he was modest and humble before God in praying for mercy to be upon him.
因为伊知影伊袂配对上帝来要求啥物。
Because he knows that he's not worthy of anything to ask anything from God.
无怪伊伫27节讲，
No wonder he said in verse 27,
虽然我是任何，也搁加对同奉献。
Now that I have been so bold as to speak to the Lord, though I am nothing but dust and ashes.
伊第30节讲，求主毋通生气。
He said in verse 30, May the Lord not be angry.
第31节搁讲，我也加对主奉献。
In verse 31, he said, Now that I have been so bold as to speak to the Lord.
最後第32節，我講求主唔通生氣，我搁講一擺。
In verse 32, he eventually said, May the Lord not be angry, but let me speak just once more.
講緊上帝愛聽謙卑祈求憐憫的祈禱，
Evidently, God loves listening to prayers out of humility.
只像伊聽了甲答應洗禮的祈禱。
Just like when he listened and answered the prayer of the tax collector.
伊無聽法利賽人迄款驕慢甲自稱為義的祈禱。
And didn't listen to the prayer of arrogance and self-righteousness of the Pharisees.
同款上帝傾聽亞伯拉罕的祈求，
Likewise, God listened to Abraham's prayer
並用本伊甲伊來討價還價，
and allowed him to bargain with him.
並毋是因為上帝將當作是朋友，
Not because God treated him as a friend.
而是因為亞伯拉罕的謙卑。
It is because of Abraham's humility.
第二就是懇切的態度。
Second is having a sincere attitude.
亞伯拉罕為着要救羅得甲所羅馬城一切居民的緣故，
Abraham, for the sake of rescuing Lot and all the people of Sodom,
真懇切的向上帝來祈禱。
he earnestly prayed to God.
懇切另外一個意思就是堅持無灰心。
Another meaning of sincere is to be persistent and not giving up.
亞伯拉罕本來想所羅馬城內面可憐有50個義人，
Abraham initially thought that there could possibly be 50 righteous people in Sodom,
但是後來伊改變了伊的估計，
but later on he changed his estimation.
将义人的人数虽减低到45个人，
He first reduced the number of people down to 45.
然後佢對40、30、20一直減低到10個人。
Then later on, from 40 to 30 to 20 up to as low as 10 people.
因為要救所多瑪城的人，
In order to save the people of Sodom,
伊無灰心，一直向上帝祈求到底。
he did not lose heart and have been pleading to God until the end.
主耶穌伫路教應該是咱講，
Jesus in Luke teaches us
咱應該親像寡婦款本質無灰心的祈禱。
that we must pray like the earnest prayer of the widow who didn't lose heart.
第三就是順服的態度。
Third is having an obedient attitude.
當亞伯拉罕最後求到10個人的時陣，上帝也照救10個。
When Abraham finally pleaded for 10 people, God also agreed.
因為第32節的下半節，上帝對亞伯拉罕講。
Because in verse 32b, God told Abraham,
為了這10個人數，我也無毀滅這個城。
for the sake of 10, I will not destroy it.
這時亞伯拉罕並無因為上帝對伊的仰慕，就得順真切，樣樣繼續遊落去。
This time, Abraham no longer continued to push further just because God gave way to his plea.
原來是伊食就停止，
He just stopped there.
因為伊知影這時伊應該就順服落來，
Because he knew that he already needed to obey
將主權交獻給上帝。
and return completely back to God's sovereignty.
我上帝通按照伊家己旨意來成全伊要毀滅所動瑪的計劃。
For God to accomplish his plan in destroying Sodom according to his will.
所以第33節講，
So in verse 33 he said,
亞伯拉罕耶和華甲亞伯拉罕講了話，贏了。亞伯拉罕就倒去到家己所在地。
when the Lord had finished speaking with Abraham, he left and Abraham returned home.
最後上帝除了丟落掉一個以外，將所多瑪城全部給毀滅。
Eventually, aside from sparing Lot and his family, he completely destroyed Sodom.
因為城內面根本無義人，連一個也無。
Because there were no righteous men in that city, not even one.
我相信咱真濟基督徒會明白，為什麼咱需要就為着別人來帶導。
I believe many Christians doesn't understand why we need to pray for others.
而且為着別人來帶導，是咱每一個基督徒攏應該負起的責任。
In fact, praying for others is every Christian's responsibility that we should take up.
因為雅各書5章16節安尼講，
Because James 5:16 said,
所以恁着彼此認罪，互相代求，互恁通得着醫治。義人祈禱所發的力量是大有功效的。
Therefore confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so that you may be healed. The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective.
可見咱不但着為家己來祈求，也着為着別人來代求。
Evidently, we should not only pray for ourselves, we should also pray for others as well.
因為咱基督徒日常的事工經營，
Because in the Christian's daily work,
無有啥物比代禱的工作更加重要。
nothing is more important than the work of intercession.
喺約翰福音第17章，
In John chapter 17,
咱看到主耶穌伫規章的內面，
we can see Jesus in this whole chapter.
不但為着伊家己來祈禱，
Not only did he pray for himself,
也為着學生甲一切信的人來祈禱。
he also prayed for his disciples and each and every one that believes in him.
主不但伫世上甚至是現在伫天間，伊有完一直咧做代禱的工作。
Not only while he was in this world, but even up to the present in heaven, he continues to do the work of intercession.
當時伫羅馬書8章26節的內面講，
At the same time, in Romans 8:26, he said,
聖靈也在為咱祈禱。
the Spirit himself intercedes for us.
聽到我主嘅講，
Intercession, in other words,
就是願意伫上帝嘅工作裡面甲伊同工。
is willing to cooperate with God in his work.
真濟人雖然未曉你講道，
Even though many people doesn't know how to preach,
未曉你教導，
they doesn't know how to teach,
未曉你唱歌甲彈琴，
they doesn't know how to sing nor play the piano.
但是因至少會曉你替別人來祈禱。
but at least they know how to pray for others.
咱为着别人来祈祷，伊为着物件来祈祷较重要。
Praying for others is more important than praying for material things.
因为是上帝眼中人比物件较重要。
Because in the eyes of God, people are more valuable than things.
伊美国有一个大城市的内面，
There was a big city in the United States.
有行着一个真爽向张目天面搁破病倒伫船顶，已经有20万夫的古人的有人命在袂记。
There lived a very poor, blind, and has been bedridden for 20 years long black woman named Betty.
啊，伫这个城市的内面，
And in this city,
有一个政府有真请书，真请人去真个身体主工作的生意人。
there also lived a businessman who was very rich, loves God and people, and a very devoted Christian who does the work of God.
有时伊会去探访伊，
He would sometimes visit her.
后一日这个生意人带着一个朋友去看病伊。
One day, this businessman brought a friend to go and see Betty.
伊对病人讲：
He told Betty,
我唔知影你是毋是白去思想，
I don't know if you have ever thought of it,
上帝既然互你伫世上长期咧受苦，
that since God allowed you to suffer for a long time in this world,
互你搁纵向搁破病，张目搁袂看，
made you poor, sick, and blind,
为什么你无求伊，互你会通早日离开世界，去到天家，安尼敢是较快乐嘛？
why haven't you asked Him to take you to heaven as soon as possible? Wouldn't this be delightful?
你弟听了真奇怪，就问伊讲：
Betty was surprised and asked him,
为什么你会安尼想法呢？
why would you have such thoughts?
我甲你讲，上帝互人活伫世上有两个目的。
I tell you that God has two purposes for letting people live in this world.
头一个就是为着别人来带导，
First is to pray for others.
另外一个是为着别人的缘故来讲做工。
Second is to work for others' sake.
上帝互我外表是要互我替别人来祈祷，
God allowed me to live is to be able to pray for others.
伊互你外表也是要互你有人做工赚钱来帮助别人。
He allowed you to live was for you to work and earn money to help others.
耶稣若无我替你祈祷，
If ever I didn't pray for you,
你的工作有可能就无法通互别人去到福气。
your work may probably not be able to bless others.
这两个朋友永远无会记你这个爽向的为人所讲的一句话。
These two friends could not forget what this poor woman said.
当时啊，互因想到旧约记载伊哩为以色列人来代求，
They also remembered about Elijah in the Old Testament who prayed for the people of Israel.
天就降落大雨对时阵破产。
Heavy rains poured down and the land yielded its fruits.
所以一个人若要伫教会内面成出一个路用的器皿，
Therefore, if a person wants to be a useful vessel in the church,
就是要常常跪伫上帝面前，成做一个代祷的人。
I must often kneel in God's presence as a person of prayer.
第二，为了别人来代祷是咱诚心的表现。
Second, prayer is the manifestation of our love for others.
一个代祷的人并是因为比别人较好，
A man of prayer does not mean that he is better than others.
比别人较听主，
He loves the Lord more than others.
命比别人较贵，
He is spiritually higher than others.
对真理的认识比别人较多，
He is more familiar with the truth than others,
所以才有法通替别人来祈祷。
that he can pray for others.
任何人若做着这款的思想，伊是大错特错。
Anyone who has this kind of thinking is absolutely wrong.
咱绝对唔通凭着咱个人有啥物成就，才通为着别人来代祷。
We definitely must not base it on our accomplishments or achievements in order to pray for others.
咱乃是凭着咱对别人的疼心、关心甲保养，
We must base it on our love, our care, and concern for people,
盼望借着咱的代祷，
hoping that through our prayers,
会当互别人蒙恩得救，并得着平安甲好处。
that others will be saved, have peace, and have benefits.
就是啲黑人嘅夫婦，
There was a black couple
河北城嘅一間真大間、佫真響亮嘅教會。
who was sent from they came from a very big and prosperous church in Philadelphia
愛去全城做咧拜會，有遐個一間最細間嘅教會做傳道。
to minister it at a small church in the slums in that city.
因知影要伫遮工作真困難，
They knew that working in that kind of place is very difficult,
而且來聚會人只有幾個人而已，
and only a few people would come to attend worship service.
傳道人嘅太太甲啲除了祈禱以外，
The pastor's wife felt that aside from prayer,
無別嘅方法通改變即款嘅情形，
there was no other way to solve this matter.
所以就決心要專心來祈禱。
So she was determined to concentrate on prayer.
伊甲上帝允願講，
He made a vow to God, saying,
假使上帝若肯叫一罪人來到伊嘅教會變成拯救，
if God would bring the sinners to their church and save them,
伊願意用3年久逐禮拜，獻就3日3年嘅時間。
she would be willing to spend 3 days and 3 nights each week for 3 years
專心為咗教會來敬拜祈禱，
to concentrate on prayer and fasting for the church.
當伊將伊嘅心意甲伊丈夫講嘅時陣，
When she told her plans to her husband,
伊嘅丈夫起初無贊成，
her husband disapproved initially.
後來才明白這是出於上帝之意，
But after a while, he understood that this is God's will.
所以就開始這份祈禱嘅工作。
So she began the work of prayer.
當時上帝同工。
God will also work at the same time.
我哋就真濟罪人無停嘅來到教會，
Sure enough, there were many sinners who kept on coming into the church.
我老夫會等就坐滿了人，
Not long after, the chapel was filled with people.
伊丈夫就請伊為着當這個一間較大間嘅會所來祈禱，
Her husband asked her to pray for a bigger chapel.
上帝就感動了一個生意人，將伊哋夫婦嘅一座厝奉獻落教會。
God then moved a businessman to offer his house nearby to be used by the church.
一了無偌久，這間會所佫再用了會對。
After a while, this chapel could no longer accommodate people.
伊丈夫就佫請伊繼續來祈禱，
Her husband asked her to continue to pray.
結果上帝就賜予一間真大間佫真水嘅會堂。
As a result, God gave them a very big and beautiful chapel.
以後連每一擺聚會中，攏有真濟罪人無分得救，
Eventually, every worship service, many sinners were saved,
而且受洗的人也無停嘅增加。
and people being baptized kept on increasing.
該就是聽別人嘅一款嘅方法，
Prayer is a method of showing love for others.
該就是專心專意為着別人嘅利益來祈禱。
Because prayer is concentrating on praying for the benefit of others.
基督徒是全世界最福氣嘅人，
Christians are the most blessed people in this world.
因為全能嘅上帝看重咱，
Because God Almighty gave us much
我哋有
importance.
一款嘅權利，通代表着別人來到伊面前，為着因來求情。
He gave us the privilege to represent many people, to intercede for them in His presence.
這是一份何等尊貴嘅工作，所以咱絕對唔通輕看。
This is a very honorable job that we must definitely not look down on it.
第三，為着別人來祈禱，為何咱家己這個福氣？
Third, interceding for others will bring us blessings.
既然咱為着別人來祈禱嘅目的，
Although the purpose of praying for others
並唔是希望互咱家己會通得到什麼益處，
is not hoping that we ourselves would receive any benefits,
但是聖經真清楚嘅甲咱講，
but the Bible clearly tells us
為着別人來祈禱，為咱互咱家己相反得到賞賜。
that praying for others will also bring us the same rewards.
因為上帝伫撒母耳記上30章24節會看到有聽到一個原則。
Because God in 1 Samuel 30:24b laid down a principle.
就是上帝嘅這個話題，看守邊界，也這個話題應當大家平分。
And that is the share of the man who stayed with his supplies is to be the same as that of him who went down to the battle, all will share alike.
這個原則講出，
This principle tells us
讲道的人若伫咧上帝偌多奖数，
that how much reward a preacher of the gospel receives
为解道的人也同款伫咧上帝偌多的奖数。
is how much reward a person who intercedes for him will also receive.
有一个传道人，伊讲道真诶能力，互真侪人诶灵性得到真大诶造就。
There was a pastor who is very powerful in preaching that it helped many people spiritually.
有一日暗暝，
One night,
伊梦见，伫梦中看见主耶稣，
he saw the Lord Jesus in his dream.
看到伊手顶摕着一个金诶冠冕来问伊讲：
He was holding a golden crown and asked him,
你知影即个金诶冠冕是为着啥物人有比诶无？
Do you know for whom this golden crown is prepared for?
即个传道人心内一家己想，
The pastor thought to himself,
伊全教会中间无一个人会比伊更较温文为主来工作，
that no one in church is working as hard as he is for the Lord.
所以是真谦卑诶对主讲。
And so he humbly told the Lord,
主啊，我为着你工作所结的果子，拢是你的恩典。
Lord, the fruit of my labor is entirely because of your grace.
你也为着我有一个金的冠冕，实在是感谢你。
And for you to also prepare a golden crown for me is very much appreciated.
但是想袂到主耶稣摇头讲，毋是，毋是。
But unexpectedly, Jesus shook his head and said, No, no.
这个金的冠冕毋是为着你来有比的，
This golden crown is not prepared for you.
因为伫你的教会内面有一个真爽向的老姊妹，
Because there is in your church a very poor old sister
是你从来毋捌去注意到的。
that you never took notice of.
伊特别一家来早晚拢是咧为着你来祈祷。
She always prays for you in the morning and evening every day at home.
尤其是伫咧讲道的时阵，佫恳切会为你来祈祷。
Especially when you give your sermon that she prays for you earnestly
你所以话通救人，甲造就人，
so that you can save and help people spiritually.
完全是由伊的祈祷得到功效。
This is entirely because of her prayers.
所以这个金的冠冕是为着伊来有比的。
Therefore, this golden crown is prepared for her.
只会因为借着这个纵向老姊妹来个，
Yes, because of the prayer of intercession of this poor old sister.
帮助了这个传道人的讲道话通救人甲造就人。
It assisted the message of the pastor to save and help people spiritually.
保罗真侪摆也为着伊的传道请教会来为伊祈祷。
Many times, Paul would also ask the church to pray for him while he spreads the gospel.
因为以弗所书6章16节讲。
In Ephesians 6:19, he said,
也着为我祈求，互我继续教材，为人放大开嘴讲明福音的奥秘。
Pray also for me that whenever I speak, words may be given to me so that I will fearlessly make known the mystery of the gospel.
但到当时也会互咱本钱会通脱离苦难，
Intercession could also release us from suffering.
约伯家己伫苦难中犹原为着伊的朋友来祈祷，
Job prayed for his friends when he was suffering.
结果上帝互伊对苦境的中间转回，并得到了加倍的祝福。
As a result of his suffering situation, God reversed it and doubled his blessing.
第四，祈祷是大有力量的。
Fourth, intercession is powerful.
美国有一个咧基督教大学咧读册大学生。
There was a college student in America who was studying at a Christian university.
有一日，暗暝去找伊宗教课的主任，去甲伊讲话。
One evening, he went to see the dean of the religious studies and talked with him.
原来这个学生本来伊的经济真困难，
Recently, because of his financial difficulties,
所以真侪摆拢想要去偷摕别人的钱。
that the student would often plan to steal other students' money.
但是真奇怪，
But strangely,
每一摆当伊要去偷摕的时阵，
every time he would want to go to steal,
常常有一股真有力的力量将伊用挂咧，唔准伊去犯罪。
there will often be a strong force pulling him back and wouldn't allow him to commit that crime.
所以爱知影到底 底是什么原因？
Therefore, he wanted to know the reason why.
这宗教主任就对讲，
And so the dean told him,
因为有人咧替你祈祷。
because someone was praying for you.
我圣经奇怪就问伊讲，
And the college student was curious and asked,
你怎我知影有人咧替我祈祷？
how did you know that someone is praying for me?
宗教科的主任就对伊讲，
And so the dean told him,
因为是2个月前，
because 1 month ago,
我有一个伫挪威的朋友写信给我，
I have a Norwegian friend who wrote a letter to me,
叫我将我宗教班所有学生的名单就一份给你。
asking me to send him the list of my students in my religion class.
连面的心情、爱好甲困难的所在，拢简单的写落来。
Even their temperaments, their hobbies, and where they have difficulties, please write them down
然后寄互伊，
and then send to him.
你祈祷团的团员要为因每一个人来祈祷，
The members of his prayer group would pray for each of them.
所以我就将咱全班11个学生的名全部写互伊。
So I sent to him the list of my 11 students in class.
3日前，我接到我朋友的回信讲，
3 days ago, I received a reply letter from my friend.
11个学生分别由11个挪威的朋友为着因来祈祷。
telling me that 11 of my Norwegian friends prayed for one of the 11 students.
伊是对一个名叫阿门夫人来为你祈祷。
You are being prayed for by a lady named Mrs. Ammon.
伊逐日拢按着时间为你祈祷。
She always prayed for you according to her time,
求上帝保守你，互你无贪财、无犯罪、无做名受了。
asking God to protect you that you would not be greedy for money, that you will not sin and give God's name a shame.
后来，这个大学生伫一摆聚会中做见证道，
Later on, this college student testified at an assembly meeting.
祈祷这样代志实在真奇妙。
Intercession is so amazing.
想袂到遮侪一个毋查捌，搁离开咱有数千里远的信徒的祈祷。
I never expected that a person who I don't know is 1,000 miles away from me could intercede for me.
竟然互我会感觉到伊祈祷的力量甲功效。
That I could feel his power and his effectiveness in his prayer.
最后，我爱搁用这真实的故事来证明祈祷确实是无能力的。
Lastly, I would like to use a true story to prove that intercession is very powerful.
有一个英国的少年人离开伊的家乡，去到非洲去传福音。
There was a young man in England who left his hometown to spread the gospel in Africa.
有一日的暗暝，伊家乡的牧师忽然间伫半暝去行市。
One evening, the pastor of his hometown suddenly woke up in fright in the middle of the night
因为有一个声音叫伊赶紧为着这个少年人来祈祷，
because there was a voice that told him to pray for this young man.
所以这个牧师就立起来为着伊群这个祈祷，祈祷几6点钟。
So this pastor woke up at once and began to pray earnestly for this young man for hours.
原来这是伫非洲中部的乡下内，正发生一个真危险的代志。
It turned out that a very dangerous thing was occurring at the central forest in Africa.
一个少年的宣教士甲一个土人扎甲去拍啊，
The young missionary, together with a native, went out to hunt.
遇到2只雄狮甲1只母狮。
They encountered 2 male lions and 1 female lion.
伊少年宣教士就大声用长枪将1只雄狮拍死。
The young missionary first shot and killed a male lion with his shotgun,
然後佢拍上地另外一隻雄獅，
then wounded the other male lion.
伊剩落來隻母獅先就是逃走，
The female lion seemed to escape,
其實伊是躲喺草地內面。
but in fact, she was hiding behind the bushes.
兩一個宣教士要行過去用槍來拍死隻受傷的雄獅時陣，
When the young missionary was walking towards the wounded lion to finish it,
一隻雄猛的母獅立刻對草地來衝出來，
the ferocious female lion immediately rushed out from the bushes,
將伊 摔倒伫地顶，
throwing him to the ground,
并且用个喙齿夹条伊的手骨，
and took a bite on his arms,
而且用伊的骹条划了伊的肩头。
then scratched severely his shoulders with its claws.
传教士就叫土人去开枪，
The young missionary called for the native to shoot at him,
但是土人无法通开枪，
but the native couldn't take a shot
因为伊甲知影连做一下。
because he was together with the lion.
当你危险的时阵，
When it was already critical,
土人唔知影怎啊忽然间凌云开一门枪，
the native accidentally fired his gun upwards.
只牛婿就去惊到放松往前面看者。
The female lion got frightened by the gunshot, released him, and looked up.
传教士是顺势对伊的骹了中给滚去，
The young missionary took the chance and rolled away
顶滚入去一个深沟海内面。
and fell into a shallow ditch.
结果西亚无可能搁再跳入去伊的身边，
As a result, the lion could no longer jump on him.
就转身走去入去冲落来。
So he turned away and fled into the woods.
这满身是血的传教士，互土人扶倒去伊的宿舍。
This young missionary who was covered with blood was carried back home with the help of the native.
过了6礼拜久才恢复。
He was fully recovered after 6 weeks.
这通惊消息传到伊本乡，为着伊带队牧师去通中，
This startling news was heard by the pastor who interceded for him.
互伊想到上帝怎啊互伊对梦中惊醒，叫伊起来带队。
It made him remember that night when God woke him up and to pray for him,
便会体会到带队所带来的奇妙的成就。
and made him experience that wonderful salvation that was brought through by intercession.
恁知影一个少年的宣教士是啥物无？
Do you know who this young missionary was?
伊就是 David Livingstone。
It was David Livingston.
各位亲爱兄弟姊妹，
Dear brothers and sisters,
咱的带队有时会比咱为着咱家己的祈祷更较容易蒙上帝垂听。
the prayer of others would sometimes be more heard by God than our own prayers,
所以咱就彼此互相代求。
so that we need to pray for one another.
但是圣灵时时刻刻也拢在为咱代求。
And the Holy Spirit would always intercede for us as well.
我上帝祝福你，多谢。
May God bless you. Thank you.